Today I come to you with our day 14. This is your ornament. My kid's got a little wild coloring mine today. But today we're going to hear about David, who is a good shepherd. So remember, we heard about him being anointed king as a little boy. Now David is all grown up, and we're going to hear about him being king. We're going to read from 2 Samuel 5, verses 1 through 5. Then all the tribes of Israel came to David at Hebron and said, "Look, we are your bone and flesh. For some time, while Saul was king over us, it was you who led out Israel and brought it in. The Lord said to you, 'It is you who shall be the shepherd of my people Israel, you who shall be ruler over Israel.' So the elders of Israel came to the king at Hebron. And King David made a covenant with them at Hebron before the Lord, and they anointed David king over Israel. David was 30 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years. At Hebron he reigned over Judah 7 years and 6 months, and at Jerusalem he reigned over all Israel and Judea 33 years. So King David was a very good and long king for Israel. He's not without fault. He does good things and he does bad things, but the thing that never changes about David is that he has a heart for God. And when he does mess up, he repents and asks for God's forgiveness, and so he has a heart for God, and God sees that. And so he is a king for a long time over all of Israel, and so he unites the two kingdoms and is king over all of Israel. And so today your ornament is a shepherd, thinking back to David's days when he started as a little boy, keeping sheep for his father, and because of his love for God and his willingness to always seek God and to be repentant when he sins, he is one of the greatest kings of Israel. So that's King David. See you tomorrow, folks.